Manju.
Hi.
Oh my
Hi.
God, how pretty are you?
It's you. Your first Jan and second Jan.
What are you saying? Oh my God, fellow Capricorn. No wonder. Great.
So lovely, and congratulations on your web debut. And we are all cheering for you. We
Thank
always
you.
cheer for you for all that you are and what you've supported and what you've been through and how courageous you are. And of course,
Thank you so much, Manju. Thank you.
and now coming back to the screen again. So tell me about
Yes.
that.
So looking forward to it. My God. I mean, what I would say that so grateful that I'm alive, but more than that, now that's behind. You know, it wouldn't be fun to be just alive. Just so grateful to be alive and thriving. That's so important.
And the fact that it's not just about whatever happened and you faced it, and the books that you introduced to people, and the process of recovery was also so empowering to other people. That was very inspiring.
I think sharing it has given me strength also. So, you know, I think it worked both the ways. If it has helped people, it has helped me more. Please believe me.
And also left you to read many, 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 many books. So I'm sure you're full of stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so tell me about the books first. We'll start talking about the books that left an impression on you and helped you move forward.
At different phases of life. At different phases in my life, different books, different authors have kind of left an impression on me. And having said that, I would say that some of when I look at it, there is Isabella in there that I really, really like. Toni Morrison, Elif Shafak. So if you go to see a lot of my writers who have left a very lasting impression on me and whom I love have been women writers. And so that I think it was uncanny. I kind of probably how do I say? Probably I went searching for them, or their voice resonated with me, something in me liked it, and so I kept going back to their books. So there have been very, very strong authors, women authors who have left an impression on me. But as a child, I've read my share of Enid Blyton and all of that, but I would say some of my favorite would be Chanda Mama, Tantra stories, Tinkle, so all of that I've been through, done the mystery stories and all of that also. And then came a period where I found science fiction. And oh my God, I'm a big fan of science fiction. So yes, it was Asimov, but the Dune series, and it just went on then. And fantasy fiction also was one of my favorites. Fantasy fiction, I feel, is like my comfort food, every time that I'm exhausted, tired, out of it, I kind of retreat into fantasy fiction. It always helps me.
Also, the fact that I've consumed a lot of your Instagram and all your stories, that goes without saying. I'm sure a lot of the world has done it too. I remember when you spoke about hair and losing hair and how you used to hide your face beneath your hair and suddenly you had to face the world. I found that so beautiful. It's almost epiphanic because there's a lot of lived experience, and that makes it so inspiring and so beautiful. And the fact that
you
it's your beauty in your different phases of your life. And
that was not so beautiful, but that was what it was. And I think I do feel that we have some parameters of beauty, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And for me, what I have realized is that we all aim for perfection, which you never really achieve. And so you spend the time chasing perfection. But more than anything else, for me, what really matters is the fact that you're real. I think when something is real, it is much more beautiful than something that could be perfect.
So tell me about the role. Tell me about facing the camera again and this entire process and your web debut.
It is, yes. I've been facing the camera for reality, and that has been something that I've been doing. But it's been a while since I did my fiction and I mean played a character, because on the reality I'm being myself. So it's not, I say what I want to say and what I feel like saying at that time. But here you are playing a character, you're going to be given lines and role and you stick to it and you do that. And it was a while since I had learned my lines and done that. So yeah, I was nervous, excited. And with the way this story is, the way this series is, satisfied is very important.
Can you tell us a bit about your role?
Amina Qureshi, who is the editor-in-chief of Awaz Bharti, that's the character that I'm playing. And for me, it is more like, what is it that Amina is going through? Because Amina is, she's to become editor-in-chief, you know that she's been through certain amount of journey and has stood for something, has taken that thought process to a certain place. And today she's reached a place where the same thought process is being questioned. Everything is changing around her. And is she going to change, or is she, because how is she going to change? Because she needs to change. There's no option. If she doesn't change, she's not going to survive it. But how is she going to change is the key to it. In the same way as Jaideep's character, which is Dipankar Sanyal, who's the editor-in-chief of Josh 24/7. And there's so many changes that are happening. And how is he adapting to things and or doing well with things? Radha Bhargav is Shriya's character, who plays a reporter, and which is the thought process that she's going to choose, where is she going to go? You're still idealistic, or are you, at some point, all of us in our teens, in our 20s, we are very, very idealistic, and we grow up and we become a little practical, where we realize that you can't be just so idealistic.
Right.
It is a mixture. Nothing, just pure idealism cannot survive. It needs to be tempered with different things. So that comes to you only with experience and with living a certain amount of life.
Yeah.
That's what is growing up, the losing of innocence. When you're innocent, you think everything is perfect. It can be perfect. You can be, and you will change everything. And then as you grow older, as you lose the innocence, you realize that it's not just about, I'll change the world, but it's like, how will I change my part of the world or the world around me? And that growing up is painful and difficult.
What are the references? And I'm very curious because you're addressing people like my fraternity of people.
No, I get that. But so I would say that there are references, but it's more like the way of thinking rather than any one individual. So there would be probably, you take a line of thinking and how that line of thinking has progressed.
Right.
And that I think would be the reference point. Be it me, I think that's what it would be for Jaideep also, but I think he will answer that question better. But for me, that's what it was. It was not just any one person, but it was the way of thinking, the thought process, the growing up. So there's been a mixture of various thoughts, people to form the character where I'm concerned.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for speaking to me. If you can just tell everybody, when are they looking forward to the series, and when is it?
On the 10th of the series, The Broken News, drops on the 10th of June on Z5 Global. And I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to the feedback that I'll get from all the viewers. I hope you enjoy it, the way I've enjoyed working on it.
Thank you very much, Sonali. Pleasure speaking to you. Thank you.
Thank you.